I never thought my biggest betrayal would come from the two people I trusted most, my wife and my own mother. But 5 years ago, they both decided that my stutter made me too weak to handle the truth. What they didn't realize was that I may stumble over my words, but I never stumble over my plans, and my revenge would destroy them both. My name is Saad. I'm 34 now, and for most of my life, I've had a speech stutter. It wasn't severe, but enough for people to underestimate me, to think I was slow or fragile. My mom, especially, treated me like a child even after I got married to Aisha. I thought Aisha was my soulmate. We dated for 2 years before marrying, and I believed she loved me. My mom adored her, or so I thought. They'd talk daily, shop together, and my mom constantly praised her as the perfect wife. 5 years into the marriage, I noticed things. Subtle things. Aisha started coming home late from office meetings. She was constantly glued to her phone, always smiling at texts she wouldn't show me. One night, I reached out to touch her while we were in bed, and she turned away, saying she was tired. At first, I thought it was stress, but then one night my cousin Zain came over unexpectedly. While we were chatting, he casually asked, "How are you handling Aisha's special friendship with Faizan?" My blood ran cold. What friendship?" I asked, my voice shaking. Zain looked shocked. "Bro, everyone knows. They've been seen together so many times. I thought you knew." I didn't, but I needed proof. That night, I went to my mom and asked her directly, "Did you know about Aisha and Faizan?" She didn't even look surprised. She just sighed and said, "Saad, you're too sensitive. You overthink everything. Even if something happened, you'd stutter, panic, and make a mess. It's better if I handle things." I stared at her, speechless. That one sentence destroyed me more than Aisha's possible betrayal. My own mother knew, and chose to hide it. For the next few weeks, I pretended everything was normal. I smiled at Aisha, acted clueless, and kept up small talk with my mom. Meanwhile, I bought tiny hidden cameras and placed them strategically, one in the living room, one in the bedroom, one in the car I'd gifted Aisha. 3 weeks later, I had my proof. Hours of footage. Aisha and Faizan together in my house, in my car, even laughing about how Saad would never suspect a thing. But the worst part? In one video, Aisha was on the phone, with my mom. "She doesn't suspect anything," Aisha said, laughing. "Your son's too naive. Just keep him busy, okay?" My mom replied, "Don't worry, I'll handle him." I sat there in the dark, watching my whole world collapse on a tiny screen. But I didn't scream. I didn't confront them. I planned first. I met with a divorce lawyer and handed over every piece of evidence. He was stunned. "With this, you'll get everything. House, savings, no alimony." Next, I transferred all joint funds to my personal account, quietly, without warning. Then I froze our credit cards. Then came the perfect setup. I invited both my mom and Aisha to a family dinner at a nice restaurant. I also invited my uncles, cousins, and a few close friends, about 20 people total. When everyone was seated, I stood up, holding a small USB drive. "I want to show you all something," I said. I plugged it into the restaurant's projector. For the next 10 minutes, everyone watched Aisha and Faizan's videos. Every kiss, every whispered conversation, and the recording of my mom covering for her. The room was silent except for the sound of Aisha's sobbing and my mom's panicked breathing. "You both thought my stutter made me weak," I said quietly. "You thought I couldn't handle the truth. Tonight, you'll see how wrong you were." Aisha tried to reach for me, crying, "Saad, please, I can explain." I stepped back. "Explain it to the divorce court," my mom whispered. "Beta, I was only protecting you." I turned to her, my voice calm but icy. "You weren't protecting me. You were protecting her, and now you've lost me too." I walked out, leaving them in that restaurant with everyone's eyes on them. The next day, I filed for divorce. Within weeks, it was finalized. I kept the house, the car, and most of our savings. Aisha got nothing. Faizan's wife, yes, he was married, also filed for divorce and took their kids. He lost his job when the videos reached his boss, Azibas. For my mom, I didn't cut her off completely, but I set strict boundaries. She calls sometimes, begging me to forgive her, saying she only wanted to keep the family together. But trust isn't something you get back once you've shattered it. Now, 5 years later, I live alone in the same house they betrayed me in. I've renovated it, repainted every wall, replaced every piece of furniture, like erasing their presence. I don't stutter as much anymore either. Funny how healing works when you remove the people breaking you. And sometimes when my mom calls and hesitates before speaking, I let her sit in that silence. She once thought my stutter made me weak, but now she knows. I only pause when I choose to.